I'm just really busy all day long. It's okay. We're here. We're talking about this mindset is stopping you from being successful. This mindset is stopping you from being successful. And if you don't know, we're doing a series right now. Where we started on Sunday and we started talking about like the five levels of belief and execution. And we said that the first thing that happens in believing or in faith, well, in faith is that we first had to define it, right? We define faith as belief in action, right? So belief in action. I want you guys to write that down if you have not. Belief in action, right? Then we went further on and say, okay, so these are the five steps to really manifestation. All right. So we talked about number one is that you have to believe, right? And not faith, but belief and believe in action. And we gave a story about what it really means to believe. Then we went through from that and we said, once you believe, it actually will begin to change who you are. And then those changing of who you are, it will actually begin to change what you do. Well, change your expectation, which is number two. Believe, then it's expectation. All right. And then that's going to change what you begin to do, which is actually step number three, is that's going to change your activity. It's going to change your activity. So I believe it's expectation. It's going to start changing my activity, the things that I do because I'm a different person. And then number four, then people will be able to see my faith. Faith is seen. My belief that is in action is actually seen. People will be able to see my faith. Jesus said in the Bible, I have not seen such great faith in all the lands. And then finally, once people see your faith, faith will actually bring in manifestation. So, the Bible talks about faith without works is dead. Faith is seen. Um, so, all right. So from that, we said, okay, well, if we're going to talk about belief, what is belief? And we said that belief is a framework. It is a framework in which you see the world through. Belief is a framework in which you see the world through. And so if you say, okay, well, my belief is my my belief is the framework that I have adopted in which I am making the decisions that I make on a daily basis. I make decisions based on, watch this, and I wish I could like draw this out, right? So I make decisions based on who I am, but who I am is based on what I believe. So if I change what I believe, it changed who I am. And if it changed who I am, it changed the decisions that I make. Now let's give an example of this, right? Let's just say that I am, let's take any belief, right? Let's take a belief that um I don't know, it could be anything. Let's say women and men are equal, right? In every facet, in every sense of the word, equal, right? Then if that is the what I've adopted, then it's like if I believe that, then it's going to cause me to do things that normally I wouldn't do. So if we're equal, well, you can open the door for yourself. We're equal, right? Then it would be, well, you can pay the bill yourself. We're equal, right? Right. That was a really bad example. So I really didn't like that one. But it's right because you have a level of belief. But if you believe that, hey, that as a man, it is your job to provide and protect for the woman, that is another set of beliefs. So now I'm going to open the door. Now I'm going to walk on the outside of the corner or the street. Then I'm going to ensure that I pay for the bill. Why? Because my belief is that I provide and protect. So my belief changes who I am, and who I am will then actually change what I do. And my what I do will actually be manifested. What's going on, D? Good to see you, man. Actually will then be manifested in life. So it's belief, expectation. Let's go from belief to expectation, from expectation to um really change who you are. That's really what you do. Then what you do would actually be seen. That's your faith. And then from faith is manifestation. Now, how do I change my belief? I change my belief by getting new inputs. right? What do you mean? Well, your belief is set on on frameworks. So the other day, I don't know what Dr. Jackson did with it. I had a hard drive up here, but nobody was born with belief systems. Every single person that was born with no belief systems, right? Actually, I think the only belief system I think we were born with is that we could do anything. Honestly, um, babies tend to have no fear. They go slide off the couch. They gonna go up the stairs. You're like, no, stop, come here. Right? They are gonna get into everything. Like, right? It's they have no fear. Right? They just don't know. And all the belief systems typically come from either experiences or what you've been told. And mainly your experiences come from beliefs that people have told you. When those beliefs have been adopted, when belief systems have been adopted, it actually forms mindset. I need you to follow me, right? And the only way to change the mindset is to change the belief system. The thing that caused the mindset was the belief system. And the only way to change the belief system is to change the mindset. So, what is a wealth mindset? And so, I wanted to start here, even with a wealth mindset, because I'm so tired of everybody talking about, oh, you got to have a wealth mindset, or you got to have a wealth mindset, or you got to have a wealth mindset, you got to have a wealth mindset. And nobody has ever told me what a wealth mindset was. What is a wealth mindset? So let's define it so we can actually say what it is and we can talk about how to get one, right? Like it's kind of like back in the day, and this is a really bad analogy, but y'all know I'm from the church. All the analogy I have is about church. Like back in the day, they talked about the anointing, right? The anointing this, the anointing this, the anointing breaks the yoke. It is the anointing, it is the anointing. But nobody ever told us what the anointing. What is the anointing? How do you get the anointing? What I like it was, but it was all over the church, the anointing, the anointing, the anointing, right? Well, how do I get it? What is it? Right? So, if we had to define a wealth mindset, let's look at it. A wealth mindset is a set of beliefs that you have adopted about wealth in which you see the world through. Let's go again. Y'all ready? Wealth mindset. It is a set of beliefs that you have adopted about money in which you see the world through. One more time. Wealth mindset. It is a set of beliefs, what I believe, that I've adopted about wealth in which I see the world through. So if I so what I see and how I see wealth or how I see money is based on a set of beliefs, and everything that I see was based on that. So yesterday I had me attempting to change a wealth mindset is I had an exercise for everybody to go do. Anybody do your homework? Who did their homework? If somebody did their homework, say me. If you did your homework, say me. All right. If you did your homework, I want you to say me. If not, then I'm going to actually bring up something on Google. And I want you guys to tell me. Matter of fact, let's just play this game together. I think this would be fun. All right. This is actually going to be fun. All right. This is going to be real fun. I'm going to type in downtown. Somebody name a city that you're in. Make it, it'll be a major city. Somebody put the city you're in right now, put it in the chat. City you're in right now, put it in the chat. Let's see here. It's going to take a little minute. I know we got a delay. But I just want to put downtown your city so you don't think I'm cheating. All right. Set of beliefs. Jacksonville. Oh, you in Jacksonville. You're not too far. All right. So watch this. I want to share my screen. This is going to be kind of fun. All right. I've never played this game before. I've never done it this way before. And I'm thinking I'm going to like it. How do I? All right. Share. Hopefully y'all can see the right screen. Yes. All right. So I'm going to go to images. Yeah, this is good. All right, let's pick. I'm gonna pick this image. Yeah, that's a nice image. Great image. All right, so I want to pick this image here. Can I? Let's save it. I'm on Dr. Jackson's computer, so downtown Jacksonville. Florida. All right. I'm on Dr. Jackson's computer. She's gonna kill me for saving this stuff on her computer. All right. Oh, I can't definitely shouldn't do that. Let's put it on her desktop. Y'all know she do taxes, y'all. She got people's private information on here. So I'm probably gonna get a whooping. All right, wait, hold on. All right. It's still showing the other thing. So let me share my screen again. Now, here's the game. I want you guys to count. We're developing a wealth mindset, right? And this is really important. This is what we have to do is knock down the other belief systems that we had and build new ones. So yesterday we talked about time being greater than money. Time is greater than money, right? Time is not equal to money. Time is greater than money. But here's the wealth mindset. By the way, you guys, good to see you, Harold. If you guys can share this out, it would really appreciate it. If you can share this out, I really appreciate it. All right, so window. Okay, here it is here. All right, I need y'all help right there. All right, so I want you guys in the chat to tell me how much money do you see in this picture. This is Jacksonville, and this is probably maybe a 10 to 15 mile radius, I would think. Maybe a 10 to 15 mile radius is what I would say. All right. So I'm going to start. All right. Well, and you guys help me. I need you to help me in the chat. Right. And this we're doing this together. But I want you guys to begin to see it's an activity, but I want you guys to see how much money is just right here in this picture. All right. I'm going to start way back here in this corner. Right. Way back here. Right. So what I see is a bridge. How much money did it cost to build this bridge? I don't know how much money it costs to build a bridge, but if I had to put a price tag on it, I'm going to say at least, I don't know, what, a bridge in the water, 100 mil at least. I don't even know how long this bridge is, but I would say at least 100 mil. And it looked like this bridge, does this bridge go up? Nah, I don't think it comes apart. I think it's big enough for people to get through. All right, then we got yachts here. We got boats and yachts. Then we have sidewalks. Then we have a boat dock. Then we have y'all got to help me over here. Y'all got to help me. Tell me what you guys see, and let's add values to them. Because if I had to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yachts, let's just say each one is somewhere between 50 to 100 grand a piece. They could be higher, could be lower. You know, you're probably looking at least $500,000 right there. You're looking at, probably 100 million here. You're looking at this right here is a couple mil. This right here is a couple mil, real mil. But guys, you got roads here. You got parks here. You got grass here. You have, I don't see any signs. Is this real? This don't look real. Is this building real? Is this a drawing? Is this, I don't know. But I think this is a drawing because I don't see any stoplights. I don't see any of that. All right, well, we got it up now. I see all these buildings. I see cars. I see houses. If I had landscape parks, okay, thank you, Nicole. If I had to put a value and say, what do I see? How much money do I see in this picture? I'm going to say, wow. I would say at least somewhere between 2 and 3 billion. It's a couple billions of dollars. You're looking at these buildings right here, guys, are easily 50 to 100 mil. Right? And so I don't know how many stories they are, but I would imagine. All right. So I gotta say that we're looking at like all these houses in between here and all that. So here's the question though. If I was doing this, right, and we're talking about the wealth mindset, if I'm looking at this picture and I say, okay, if this is a 10-mile radius of Jacksonville, Florida, right? We picked Nicole's area. I thought the same about 2 billion, Nicole. All right. In a 10-mile radius of Jacksonville, Florida, maybe 15 miles, and that's just an estimate. We see 2 billion. Then how much is in Jacksonville? How much is in Jackson? I'm gonna stop sharing for a minute. How much is in Jacksonville? We're still gonna do this activity. I want you guys to play with me in the chat. How much money? If it's just in a 10-mile radius, we can count at least 2 billion. How much is in the entire city? The roadways, the signs, the stoplights, the concrete, right? Then you got to go to the highways, right? Then you got to put the stripes on the dang on highways. Then you got the trees that were planted that did not grow naturally. Then you got the landscaping that was actually done. Then you got the parks that were actually put in. Then you got the waterways. Then you got the bridges, right? And all this is like government construction. We haven't even got into the private ownership of buildings and cars and parking garages and restaurants and convention centers and the Jaguar Stadium and all the sports arenas. Then you have all of the private ownership, such as hotels, right? Then you're going into your residential homes and residential facilities. Then you have the your industrial area, that all the industrial areas and all the money they put over into the industrial areas. Then you got your ports that they actually dock in. Then I forgot, in Jacksonville, you got your Navy bases, your military bases. You got Navy. I think the Air Force is there, the Army's there. I think everybody's in Jacksonville, right? And then you got the cruise ships and the cruise airlines, and you got the airport. How much money is in Jacksonville? Somebody help me. We didn't even get to the residential, what people actually own privately. How much money is in Jacksonville? Somebody just throw a number out there. I just want to say. Sylvia says she's saying more than 2 billion a picture, and it could be. I could be way off, right? Way off, right? It's just a game. It's just an exercise. D said at least 130 billion. Yeah, D. I can go with that. I think it might be probably more than that, though. Honestly, and just Jacksonville. I honestly, I think the airport is probably. I mean, the cruise ships, the naval bases, like, and you have every base. I believe every U.S. branch is in Jacksonville. Y'all military people, help me. I think every. How many naval bases are? How many cruise ships dock? Like, yeah, I think I would say Jacksonville has at least $1 trillion. If you had to take Jacksonville and rebuild it from scratch, you're probably looking at least $1 trillion. Now I could be off. I don't know, but I would probably say that. 2 naval bases, yeah. How many billions is that? So here's my question. That's just Jacksonville. Now let's take the state of Florida. Now let's look. That's just Jacksonville. How much money would it cost to rebuild everything in the state of Florida? I want y'all to think. Like, it's serious. Like, all I'm trying to do is get you to see is that there is no limit to money. Money is infinite. It is infinite. There is no limit. You can't even count the money in the city you live in. And that's what stuff that's money that's already been spent. That's stuff that you can see. We're talking about eradicating old sets of belief and adopting new sets of belief. There is no limit to money. I want y'all to think about this. So now when you drive down the street, I want you to see, how much money are you counting? How much money's around? Just look around. There's no money, has an unlimited supply. So now let's adopt a new set of beliefs. Y'all ready for this next set of beliefs? I don't have to be jealous of the next person who comes in and makes more money than me because there's no end supply. Which, like, because they got 1 million, don't stop me from getting 1 million. Because they got 10 million, don't stop me from getting 10 million. Because there's enough to go around for everybody. There is no endless supply. So there's no competition. We can all get ours. Another set of beliefs. What is the framework in which you see money? How do you see it? Today was simply about helping you see that there is no limit to money. I want you to understand, like you're like, oh, $1 million is a lot of money. Says who? Set of beliefs. See, y'all, listen. If you think $1 million is a lot, then you'll probably never believe for it because you think it's a lot. But if you be like, man, $1 million ain't no money. Okay, well, let's go get it. Right? It's kind of like if you said, if I told you, hey man, I need you to hustle up $1,000 in the next week. You could probably do that. Probably, right? Whether you had to sell some stuff or you had to ask some people or you had to raise the money or you had to, put a product out, you probably could figure out a way in which you might be able to finagle $1,000 next month. But if I said, hey, I want you to raise $1 million in the next week, you'd be like, oh my God, are you crazy? Well, what's the difference? Belief. I need y'all to get this. It's belief. The level of your belief is what stops you. Because we just said there's no endless supply. It's everywhere. Money is everywhere. Everywhere. There's no endless supply. What's stopping each one of us, including myself, from reaching another level is just simply belief. The same thing that it would take me to get $1,000, the same thing it's going to take me to get $1 million. Same thing it's going to take me to get $1 million. The same thing it's going to take me to get $100 million. I got to believe it and get a plan, execute my plan, and just believe it. It's called scaling in business. But if you never believe that you can do it, hear me, if you never believe that you can do it, then you will never adopt the mindset or the pre-frame or the mindset to see yourself in that place. And therefore, you'll never start doing the things that actually for you to get it. It's all belief, y'all. And so all throughout this week, we're going to be coming through, helping you eradicate all those negative beliefs. That's what we're doing. Giving you new concepts. Yesterday was time and money. Time is greater than money. And people buy and sell time every single day. Every single day, people buy and sell time. People are like, you can't buy and sell time. Baloney. I don't think there's another transaction that's done more than the selling of time and money. I don't think there's another transaction that happens more in the history of mankind than the selling of time and money. Every time you go to work, somebody's selling time for money. Every time you get paid, you sold your time, somebody paid for it. Every time. Well, money has an endless supply. It's everywhere. Now, you say, okay, well, that's the state of Florida. Well, let's look at Texas, New York, Chicago, right? And then to say, okay, what's in the United States? I don't think I got them. Right? Then you say, what's in the United States? Right? It's everywhere. And then you say, okay, that's the United States. Let's go over to Japan or China. And let's go over to like Ukraine or Russia. How much money have we sent to Ukraine? Right? Like it's no limit. You can't even fathom. And then you say, $1 million is a lot of money. Huh? It's not. And the only reason you believe that is because that's the set of beliefs that you've adopted. $1 million is not a amount of money. It's not. But now how do we get it? By believing that it's not a lot and it's obtainable. $1 million is obtainable. I can make that in a year. Really? And once you really believe that, I can really make $1 million in a year. I promise you'll start getting the ideas and the wits to say, yeah, because it's all about belief. And this is not the law of attraction. Well, it kind of is, but it's not. I'm not teaching from that perspective, but the principles are kind of the same. But this is not anywhere I'm going with the law of attraction. But it is kind of what they teach. Anyway, guys, my time is up. I'm 5 minutes over. This weekend, Saturday, I'm giving away all 7 of my books, guys. I'm giving away books. I'm having a great time, you guys. Go to financialmoses.com. Go register. If you think this is, this teaching in this series is going to be something, guys, come this weekend. We're going to have a live DJ. It's just going to be a really, really good event. But more than that, every single person gets a free book. This book right here is The Property Strategy. I put my heart into it, guys. I got a 7-book series. They're all up here. I guess I can grab them, let you guys see them. If you don't know, now you know, right? This is just 4 of them, right? So this is the property strategy here. It's about 200 pages where I actually teach you when I say everything that I teach my mentees that pay $25,000 to work with me, is $50,000 to work with me. Um, Everything is documented in this book. When I say everything, I mean everything is in this book, right? But what's not in this book is actually in this one. This one actually teaches you how to get the interest rates. So this one teaches you how to get the property. Everybody don't want to be a landlord. Everybody want to own the property. Some people just want the interest rate. So guarantee wealth unlocked. Um, no, there's a package for all 7, Nicole, and you can go on Amazon and get the package. But guys, it's like 300 and some change on Amazon. Don't do it because I'm going, number one, I'm giving you some free books, and then number two, for coming to the party, I'm giving you like the most amazing discount ever. If you want all 7, like it's the most amazing discount ever. Like me and my staff was like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I want to be a blessing to people, right?" Then you have the over-counter strategy. Like you can actually walk into government areas, and not every state, some states, and you can actually pick up property over the counter. Several states, and they tell you exactly how to do it, what to look for, and when to do it. Then this is Fast Track Your Wealth. Fast Track Your Wealth is um, literally the step-by-step game plan on how to get started, earlier. Can you come get them from you since you're close? Yeah, Melanie, you can come, baby. Good to see you too, boo. Um, you can save me some shipping costs, right? And then we got the state by state. God, because every state is different in the country with tax liens and fees, guys, we have a state by state guide with a strategy for each state. That's this one. It's like over 100 pages. Then we got this one here. This is the 20 most common mistakes that people make that either I made or my mentees made. I should have interviewed Melanie for this because Melanie got a lot of properties from the auction and mistakes that she made. So we can save you time, money, pain, grief, sorrow, headaches, and all that kind of stuff, because learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make them and repeat them, right? And then finally, because taxes and deeds are probably the biggest secret and probably have the most untold truths about it, we want to tell the untold truth about it and debunk all the myths and all the things about taxes and deeds that people really don't know. These are the 7 books that's in. We call it the Secrets to Tax Deeds and Liens Library here. And we're just really happy about it, guys. Come to my launch party on Saturday. It's going to be Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to turn up. I think we've already decided that our DJ is going to start at 6:30. We're going to call it a pre-party. So the pre-party is at 6:30. You come and get your groove on. Oh. Okay. All right. That's enough. All right. So come get your groove on with us. It's pre-parties at 6:30. We decided it's going to be from 6:30 to 10 o'clock. And we're just going to turn up for the rest of the night. It is, I don't know what it is with Florida, but when it rains in Florida, it rains. There's no such thing like, anybody ever heard of like sprinkling? Like, oh, it's raining outside, but it's just sprinkling, right? In the Midwest, we get sprinkles. I don't think I've ever seen a sprinkle in Florida. Like, it just rained. It is like, like what is, yeah. Anyway, go to financialmoses.com, guys. It's free to register, and everybody gets a free book. Everybody will get a free book for being there. That's my way of saying thank you for supporting me. Thank you, guys, for being with me for the last 8 years. We've been doing this for 8 years. I'm so appreciative. I'm so blessed to have you guys surrounding me and love me through ups and downs and big and ups and all that kind of stuff. It stinks after it rains in Florida. Yeah, it just stinks, period. All right. So I'm excited too, Sylvia. Thank you, babe. So guys, listen, my time is up. I am now 8 minutes and 52 seconds over. Y'all know I talk a lot. All right. But come tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel. We can be talking about the same bad thing. I might take off tomorrow only because we're going to be in the studio recording. I have to get all of my recording done before I leave the state of Florida. I have to. So have to get all my recording done. So if I'm not here, it's only because I'm stuck in the studio, and I might even go live from the studio just so I can continue talking about this mindset thing. All right, guys, go register at financialmoses.com. It's absolutely free, and I'll see you guys later. If you guys watching the replay, put replay in the chat, put your name, and also put where you're from. I love you guys, love of Christ, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be blessed.